Wow, wow. So from here, from the body shop, all the work that's been done, we're leaving the windows, the side windows out, because we're fitting gull wings that are coming from Explore Glazing in Holland. But the next process for me is to actually do the chassis treatment. So the bumpers come off because they're going to be replaced, the front and rear bumpers. We're going to fit a front locally made bumper and a rear locally made bumper, both made in South Africa. Then the chassis treatment for me is a critical part. You know, we've spent a lot of money and time and effort preparing the body and getting it back to what it should be. The chassis is the next component.
I'm Andrew St Pierre White, explorer, overlander and broadcaster with over 40 years driving 4x4s in association with the Overland Workshop, online training for overlanders.
Well, here we are at Anthony Anti-Corrosion Treatments, and these guys are specialists, and lady,
thank you,
Marie-Louise, who is also a partner in the business, and they specialize in doing the chassis treatments. And as we spoke, the chassis is probably one of the most critical elements that gets overlooked. People don't clean it properly,
no.
They don't look after it, and it gets left to rust until eventually you've got a problem. So here, will you take us, Marie-Louise, through what do you do on a process and a treatment? I mean, we've got Andrew's car behind us.
Basically, preparation is the most important part of our treatment. Thorough clean, complete de-rust, and make sure that that substrate is ready for a coat.
All right.
Once we have prepped the entire chassis underbody, made sure that it's ready for a coating, we wrap it. Wrap it like a present, basically.
I can see.
Industrial pallet wrap every single component under the chassis that is not supposed to be coated will not be coated.
Right.
So we're looking at your gearbox, your exhaust pipe, your transfer case, brake calipers, and every rubber and plastic component underneath the chassis will get wrapped. The aim is to restore the chassis to its original glory, like it was, as close as possible to factory finish.
Actually better, I think, because you're putting on a really good coating.
Yes.
That the cleanly process. I've seen the work done on the chassis that you've done for all outlines. In fact, it's written into any build we do the chassis treatment.
Yes.
Because it really does protect that chassis.
It is so important. You spend time on the body, you spend time making sure the body looks good, the body integrity is good. Nobody looks at the chassis.
Correct.
And that is really the spine and the backbone of your vehicle. So the coating that we use is a heavy-duty marine. It's highly anti-corrosive, great adhesion, it's got great flexibility, and it will not flake or peel or rust creep. So that's the coating that will go onto the entire chassis, underbody, wheel wells, hubs, all of that will be coated. Once that is done, we then step in and we top coat the entire chassis with our Weekend Warrior oil. It's a penetrative oil. It is beautiful. It dries up. It leaves a beautiful lubrication, non-greasy, it doesn't drip, and it makes cleaning that chassis afterwards a dream. But it's hydrophobic. It's been alkaline drag tested. It's been acid drag tested. It's been salt tested. So we know that if you're going to go out into the bush, that coating is what's going to protect you. Also available for purchase.
So people can actually take this coating, I know you supplied as a little kit.
Yes.
And then they can have the chassis treatment done, and then they can go and put this oil treatment on and just keep topping up so that you're looking after the chassis.
Yeah.
So the next thing we always look at is the inside cavities.
Yes,
Now,
cavity waxes inside the cavity. We do those between the leaf springs, as much as our equipment allows.
Sure.
Also, same oils go into the door panels. It's dielectric, so it's not going to mess around with the electronics of your winding mechanisms. We coat off all those nuts and bolts and hinges around the engine bay. It's a clear coat, so it doesn't have that amber brown color.
Good.
Beautiful, beautiful there. Bonnet cavity, that gets gassed. So a chassis treatment with us is not just the chassis. We're saying, where's it going to rust?
Exactly.
And that's where we're going to treat. That's where we're going to give you protection.
Well, I have to say, the treatment, as you've heard already, is not only detailed, but they've researched the products to really find the best products that I believe over the 25 years you've been doing this work really actually give us a result that lasts. And that's what we want.
That's
so,
what you want, yeah.
This truck of Andrew's is going to be ready for another 500,000 kilometers.
Yes.
Well, fantastic. I think we have got the result that we wanted. The bodywork is beautifully painted. The chassis has now been incredibly well painted. It's going to be finished off. The process it's normally a 3-day process.
No, 5 to 7 days.
5 to 7 days.
Yes.
Well, there we go. So the complete cleaning, the painting, and the oil. So there it goes. For what you get and for what you pay, it is such good value. And I don't think you can do a better job on the chassis. And certainly, all my client cars come here. So thank you so much.
Thank you to you.
Really good. Well, we're back with Andrew's vehicle. It's come back from the body shop and it's time to fit the gull wings. These gull wings come all the way from Holland. They're by a company called Explore Glazing. It's a family-owned business. Edward, Anya, and Jose, the owners. Edward and Anya are the husband and wife. 20 years ago, Edward decided he was going to find and fit a window to his Land Rover. The leaky oil windows, he replaced and developed a product over those years to what we have today, a professionally in-house built product from start to finish. So that way they get to control the quality. And what we receive all the way from Holland to South Africa, packaged beautifully in a box with everything that you need to fit this product, is just amazing. They have a range of options. So you've got a solid gull wing, you can have a glass gull wing, you can have a sliding window, and they also cover a range of vehicles available, the Suzukis and the Toyotas and the Land Rovers and the Mercedes. So they've catered for a big market. But the quality of how it works and just how it gives you this product that you can fit to the vehicle, and hey, if you wanted to fit the old windows back, you could take these out. There's no damage to the car and fit your old windows back and keep them. So it's a great investment. Andrew's opted for a few different options, and we've got a company called Manjaro who are doing the interior build and fitment, and Skulk and his team have fitted a number of these windows for many of our clients. So yeah, Skulk.
Well, I must say, just by taking it out of the box, it's really, you can see it's good quality, really well put together. All the rubber seals that you have, it's watertight, dust tight. And yeah, everything you really need comes together in this box. And
Wow.
that really makes it so easy to fit. Really, you can just take out the old original window, obviously prepare and clean the surface off very nicely. Fit the frame, drill your guide holes, and then obviously remove again the window, prepare all the guide holes with paint to prevent any rust, and then put on your sealing rubber, fit the window, and then they say you've got a 99%
Seal with
with the normal rubber seal that we have here. Otherwise, you can add the silicone seal all around, and
And this is supplied all in the kit. which
everything is
amazing.
supplied in the kit, from your gas struts, all the smaller screws. Really, it's just a joy to fit the windows from Explore Glazing. Good quality product. Really like how it comes together, and it rounds off the truck beautifully, and really complements what we're trying to do. Maybe on the inside, interior living, I would recommend fitting them to all of our clients' trucks. If
And we have, haven't we?
We really have. So yeah.
So most of the clients who come in see the value of being able to, I guess, sit inside the truck and have that gull wing open up, photograph out of it, or just be able to have more light coming into the car. So it's a fantastic product. Well done, guys. And thank you for giving us the privilege of fitting these products to Andrew's car. It's a beautiful car. I think with these added in, it's going to be even nicer. I'm hoping I can one day get to drive it. So Andrew, I know that you've used these products many times in Australia, and for us now in South Africa, having the ability to import them and fit them, it does add a lovely edge to the vehicle. And I know this is going to be your best Trooper you've ever owned, and even better with these products. So let's see. The best part is we get to drive it before you. Hey.
This is epic. Thank you so much, all of you. That treatment looks brilliant. I'm not familiar with that particular product. So the anti-rust treatment, outstanding. This is amazing. What we've done and what you guys have achieved while I've been away is amazing. I'm now, of course, sitting in Australia thinking to myself, well, what can I do here? When I arrive, what am I going to need? And one of the things is that I'm going to need some kind of center console. I was offered a console, but again, it doesn't work with a center fridge. I've got a center fridge. It's already there. They will mount that. But I need some console in front of that. And the solution that I made for my Australian troop carrier, I'm going to copy that and build it here and then take it with me. And then I'm going to need things like a hatchet, maybe a spade. The selection of off-road shovels in South Africa is very, very poor. Some torches and camp lighting. That in a video coming soon. Thank you for all of those who are supporting the show. Patreons, thank you particularly to you. You are the people that make these builds possible. See you next time.